Hello everyone and welcome to my channel if you're new. If you're not new, welcome back to my channel. My name is Marina and today is the day that I'm finally doing this, and I'm actually very nervous and I don't know why. This is not something to get anxious and nervous about, but of course, knowing me, I am. Today I am going to be making a TBR jar and picking out my TBR jar picks for the month of April. Oh my god. As you guys know, one of my goals this year was to start doing a TBR. This is mostly just to make sure that I get through my physical TBR, if I'm being honest. Like, I don't really have books off the top of my head that I want to read per month. I'm a mood reader. That's where my heart lies. I literally just go based off of vibes and vibes alone. And it's gotten me pretty far in terms of like my reading goals and whatnot. But I feel like I really do need to get through my TBR this year, like my physical TBR. And I think the only way that I can hold myself accountable is if I stick to a TBR every single month. And I think a TBR jar is gonna help me with that. TBR jars have existed forever. This is not a new concept at all. If you've been on BookTube for a while, you have definitely seen videos like this where people make a TBR jar or use it to help them keep up with their reading and their goals and whatnot. I am no different. I just want to make this video so I can, you know, hold myself accountable. And so you guys know that this is how it's going to be, at least for the rest of the year. I'm going to go through this jar. I'm going to pick my picks per month. And I'm nervous, but I'm excited. I don't know. I haven't made the jar yet. The jar and the construction paper that I'm going to use to make the prompts are all in a bag next to me. And yeah, it's going to be exciting, I guess. I don't know. Besides like prompts that fit my goals, my reading goals for this year, I don't really have any other TBR prompts in mind, so I might have to like look some up. But yeah, with that being said, this is my TBR jar video, my first one. I feel like you guys watching me make the TBR jar isn't gonna be all that fun. I might put a little bit of B-roll, but I'll get back to you when I'm like officially done with it. Okay, let's go. The TBR jar is officially made. Guys, I'm very excited. And again, nervous, but mostly excited. So the way that this is going to work is that I am going to choose 5 slips. Okay, I think reading 5 books a month is like usually my average, so that should work just fine. And then I'm going to talk about the fallback books that I will be reading on top of the ones that are chosen from the TBR jar. I will save that for the end though. Right now, it's time to open this bad boy up and pick a prompt. I put in total, I think 30, maybe a little bit more than 30 prompts in here. And I don't want to reuse them. So I think after I use them once, I'll take them out. And then by the time I get through all of the prompts, I can put them back in. Just so I can make sure each prompt is distributed equally and that I can get through everything that I want to get through this year. I think that makes the most sense. Oh my God. I just want to pick one. I feel like I got a really small jar. They're all kind of spilling out. Let's go towards the bottom and choose one. This is the first one. First book in a series. No. Oh no. Well, just so you guys know, I'm not making it up. First book in a series. That's my first pick from my TBR jar. Of course it is. It would be the most inconvenient pick. I am in the middle of so many series right now. This was supposed to be saved for a different day, a different month, when I am not in the middle of like all the series I'm in the middle of right now. But I have to go with the TBR jar. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Give me 1 second. Let me actually look at my shelf and see what I have on here. My shelf behind me, as you guys know, is my mostly TBR shelf. It consists of most of the books I have not read yet in my collection. So I'm just gonna go based off of the vibes and vibes alone in here. Wait, I know a perfect one. I know the perfect one. I think this prompt is going to go to Amari and the Night Brothers by B.B. Alston. As you guys know, I've been wanting to read this book for a long time. I kept on putting it off because I just wasn't in the mood to read a middle grade, but I've been staring at this a lot recently on my shelf, and I think it's finally time. I think it's time for me to actually give this book a try, a second chance, because I did pick this book up once and then I DNF'd it because, again, I was not in the mood for a middle grade. I need to be in a very specific mood to read a middle grade, to be honest, and I think now is finally the time that I can get to this, and I'm very excited. For those of you guys that don't know, Amari and the Night Brothers is about a girl, Amari, who is trying to deal with the loss of her brother. He's not dead. She believes that he's not dead. The police have said that he is a missing person and that he might not be alive anymore. And she refuses to believe that, and she still has hope that her brother is alive. And she's trying to prove everyone wrong, from school bullies to her parents. Everyone thinks that there's just no hope that her brother is coming back from wherever he went off to. Amari ends up finding a briefcase of some kind that is from a bureau organization, and she thinks that this briefcase can lead her to where her brother is, and then she can find him. It's something along those lines from what I remember. I'm trying to remember because I only read like I think 2 or 3 chapters last time I picked this up, but I think that's the gist of it. And it's very like fantasy-esque. A lot of people say that if you like Percy Jackson, you would like Amari and the Night Brothers, and that's exciting to me because, as you guys know, Percy Jackson is one of my favorite series of all time. So yeah, I think it's time that I finally picked this up. And I think that there are so far 3 books in this series. I don't know if it's gonna go beyond 3 books, but I know that the 3rd book came out last year, so I guess I can start this one. Oh, okay, that's the first pick. You know, that wasn't that bad. We're off to a great start, because that book is one that I really did want to get to sometime this year because I've been putting it off forever. Okay, this is the next one. All right, a special edition. Do I have a special edition? Oh, here you go. What the heck should I read? Hold that thought while I look through my shelf.
A few moments later.
I think this is gonna have to go to Court of the Vampire Queen by Katie Roberts. I got this edition a while ago. I think it's a special edition. It has like a nice dust jacket, sprayed edges, though these sprayed edges kind of annoy me because I feel like they're printed on upside down. Like most sprayed edges would be printed on this way, but they have it printed on this way. It's kind of weird. I like the edition. I think it's pretty. I just feel like the way that the sprayed edges are printed on, it's weird. But yeah, special edition. And then look on the inside. Yeah, this is a really pretty edition of this book, and I have never read it. I've only read one Katie Roberts book, and it was actually The Dragon's Bride, and I read that last year. So I think this is going to be a good pick. I'm hoping that I like it. I don't know what it's about. I know that it follows a polyamorous relationship, ? And a vampire queen and her court. I don't know, going based off of just vibes and vibes alone, I've been told that I would like it. I wanted to give other Katie Roberts books a chance because I actually did enjoy The Dragon's Bride. I thought it was funny. I didn't take anything seriously while reading it because I don't think that was the point of that book. But for this one, I actually do want to dive into it. It's pretty long. It's a thick one, so who knows when I will actually get to it in the month of April, but I do want to read this really, really bad. So yeah, a special edition has been chosen. On to the 3rd one. Wah, 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 wah. All right, let's see. Whoa. All right, this was not what I was expecting. A Goodreads choice winner. Guys, I just threw this in here because I was running out of prompt ideas. I did not think that I would be getting this one. I don't even have Goodreads, that's the thing. I literally just threw in this prompt because I saw like it as like a prompt idea. Now I actually have to look it up. Wait a second, let me get my phone because I don't even know if I own any Goodreads winners on my shelf. This is probably gonna be hard because it's not gonna be a book that I own. I'm probably gonna have to go out and get this book. Which is something that was not the point of this. This was not the point. Hold on. I think I'm gonna have to go with the romance pick from last year, which was, of course, an Emily Henry book. Funny story. I think I'm gonna go with that one because I actually have a video idea for the upcoming month involving Emily Henry books, so I guess that fits into the prompt, but it's the one book by Emily Henry I don't have. I have like 2 or 3 other books in my physical TBR by Emily Henry, and that's not one of them. But okay, I have chosen, I don't know if you can see that, but I'm choosing the romance pick from last year, Funny Story by Emily Henry. I know that this book follows 2 people who just got broken up with and their exes are getting married to each other, and that they are, I think, living together due to their exes leaving them. It's something along those lines. My friend actually read this like 2 weeks ago and she said that it was really funny. So what do I expect from a book titled Funny Story if it's not going to be funny, you know? Like, what else do I expect? So yeah, I guess I will read that for the month of April. That was literally so out of the blue. I was not expecting to get that prompt. That was way out of left field. Now I'm a little bit nervous again. That means I'm gonna have to probably, no, I can check it out from the library, it's fine. No, I'm gonna have to be smart about that because I'm sure the wait for it at the library is like 80 something weeks. I won't be getting that book until like 2028, I fear. Okay, on to the 4th prompt. Guys, why am I actually like so nervous? That one was terrifying. An author you've never read from before. Ooh, okay. An author you've never read. I have several of those on my shelf. Now the question is, which one is it going to be? I kind of want a quick read. I think I'm going to go with a novella by Shauna Maguire, Every Heart a Doorway. Now, I've talked about this series a few times in like the past few years. I have really wanted to start it. I think this is Shauna Maguire's Portal fantasy series that follows like different kids in foster care, and they go through a portal, and in that portal world they experience life the way that they see it, and in that portal world they learn lessons that can help them in their regular lives. I think that's what this is. I have 2 of the books in the series, but I haven't read any of them, and this has been on my radar for literally years, so I feel like this is perfect. And I've never read anything by Shauna Maguire, so it fits the prompt. And yeah, I just think this is going to be like a quick and easy read that I can get through within like a day or 2. I feel like that's a good happy medium in between all the other books that I'm reading. I think that's a pretty good pick. That was a fun one. That's one that needed to happen because there's so many authors on my shelf that I have not read. So this is the last pick. Whatever shall it be? I'm not gonna look. I hope it's not upside down. Is it oh my god, I was hoping that I would get this prompt. Yes! Okay. A book with yellow on the cover. Guys, the time has come. The time has come. I wrote that prompt with a specific book in mind. We are starting Yellowface by R.F. Kuang in April. The TBR jar has spoken. The TBR jar has broken. I literally wrote this specific prompt for this because I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I was gonna start it any other way anytime soon unless I got that prompt. I've been putting this book off for no other reason than the fact that like I'm still kind of new to R.F. Kuang. I've only ever read The Poppy War. I started Babel, then I had to stop, then I started again, then I had to stop due to reasons. And I kind of wanted to get through her fantasy stuff first and then her fiction, but I've only heard great things about it. So there's nothing really stopping me from reading it because I already like R.F. Kuang's writing style. I think that she is so intelligent and articulate when it comes to everything that she puts into her books, and I doubt that this is going to be underwhelming in any sort of way. Like, I'm very excited for this. I'm so happy that I got that prompt. Are you kidding me? I know a little bit about this book. A little bit. I know enough. I know that it follows a white woman who is grieving the death of her Asian friend, and she somehow gets like drafts or manuscripts of her friend's book and takes it and makes it her own, I think. I'm pretty sure that's the gist of it. And I've heard that this book has a lot of dark humor and it is very unserious, that the main character of this book is very unlikable, obviously, if you can tell by the plot alone. And I'm excited to read it. And it's not that long either. This book has been staring me down since I got it like 2 years ago. I think it's time. And it gives me preparation because Calabasas comes out in August, and August is around the time when I actually want to get through all of R.F. Kuang's books. And I didn't know if I should do like 1 book per month or something like that. I guess that all falls in the fate of my TBR jar now. But I think this is a good start. I think this is a good build up to my R.F. Kuang binge that I'm about to be doing in the upcoming months leading up to Calabasas. So yeah, That's perfect. These are the 4 books that I'm going to be reading in the month of April, along with Funny Story by Emily Henry. And I'm sure that I can get that somehow, some way. I'll find a way. It's no big deal. But yeah, I don't have a TBR card, so I think I'll just put these on my desk for now, just so they don't get lost in my bookshelves and I forget about them. I need to have them like out so I remember to read them. Hold on. Okay, now let's talk fallbacks. So I am in the middle of 3 books, but I'm hoping to finish them before the end of March. By the time I'm recording this, it is the 29th. So I don't know. Some of them might be fallbacks, some of them might not. We'll see. But I do know for a fact that I Feed Her to the Beast and the Beast is Me is definitely going to be a fallback in the month of April. This book kind of got lost in the sauce of February and March. A lot of really big releases came out in March, and I didn't have time to pick this bad boy up. And I really, really want to. You guys probably remember when I brought this up in my last wrap-up video. I said I was in the middle of 2 or 3 books around that time, and this was one of them. I still have not finished it. I'm in the middle of where I was the last time I updated you guys. I'm like 100 pages in still, and I think this could be a good book to fall back on in April in case I'm not in the mood for anything else. Because like I said, I'm still in the middle of reading it and I enjoyed what I was reading. I got distracted by everything else. March was a really good reading month. I will say that. I can't wait to give you guys my wrap up for what I've been reading because it's been good. Let me tell you, it's been really, really good. Okay, and then the next fallback book that I have is probably, most likely, going to be the 3rd book in the Windy City series, Caught Up by Liz Tom Ford. I am currently in the middle of reading the 2nd book right now, The Right Move, and guys, this book is so good. I don't know if it's as good as the first one, but I'm having a really good time, and I'm hoping to finish it by the end of the month, so I'll like save my thoughts until my wrap-up video. But I think I'm really going to enjoy every book in this series, because I know it's like 2 out of 5 isn't like a great score or anything, but so far there has been no miss in this series. And again, I'm in the middle of reading The Right Move. Maybe it could get worse in the second half and I just don't know. But I don't know. I really like Liz Tom Ford's writing, and I think Caught Up is a good break in between like those books. I didn't pick any straight up romance books for the month of April. I didn't do it on purpose. That's kind of just how it turned out. So I think Caught Up by Liz Tom Ford will be a good balance again for the others that I chose. I think those are 2 good fallback options. I do think that that's enough for me to read in April. Again, I usually average about 5 books per month, so I think that's plenty. On top of like the classic that I want to read in April, I haven't chosen which classic that's going to be, but on top of that, all of that, I have like 8 books to choose from. If I did that math correctly, 7 or 8 books. I think that's a good start to a TBR, if I do say so myself. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I'm officially part of the TBR gang. Happy to be here. If you guys liked this, thank you. If you'd like to see other TBR videos, let me know, because this is kind of just like a trial, if you will. Like, I just wanted to see how I would feel about it, and I did this so I can hold myself accountable. Making a video usually holds me accountable to ideas that I want to do. But if you guys would like future TBR videos to know what I am reading in the upcoming months, I will gladly do those. Yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye everyone.